Hi you guys, this is Brooke with Seaside Guidance here to do a Halloween twin flame check-in. Told you guys you were probably gonna see me dressed up. I have a little party to go to, which I'm excited about, but I got my little spider in my hair and some webs on my face, and already prayed over your cards and asked Spirit to please deliver whatever messages this Twin Flame Collective need, and to bring whoever needs these messages to this channel so that way they can have healing and that these messages provide hope and inspire. So with that being said, please remember to subscribe and hit the little wiggly bell. If you feel like there's anyone that can benefit from these messages, please also, if you feel led to, like and share, okay? So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get started. I have several decks out here. I was definitely drawn to 3 in particular for this reading, and partly because it's Halloween. So one is this Le Vampire deck, just super cool. Also this Everyday Witch Oracle, which we're gonna use. And this deck I absolutely love, but it's this El Goliath deck. Sometimes I will use this deck for shadow work readings. I also have my Twin Flame decks here, and we're just gonna go ahead and get started, you guys. Make sure you stay till the end. I'm actually going to use this message cards deck at the end and get you some direct messages from your twin to you for the collective. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Alrighty, and with that, let's get started. And actually, I was also drawn to this Angel Messages deck. I know it sounds a little contradictory, but you know, we don't do any dark things here. It's always love and light. And I definitely felt like I was supposed to get that deck out, so we'll see if Spirit actually leads me there. And I'm getting drawn to this deck first, and that is the one we are going to use. Don't go anywhere, stick with me, you guys. And here we go. Sorry, I had a ton of decks out here. I just kept feeling I was drawn to a lot of them. Angel, Spirit Guides, any messages you have, please, for this Twin Flame Collective from this Le Vampire deck. Angel, Spirit Guides, messages, please, for the collective, Twin Flame Collective. Current energies, enlightenment. It says inspiration, epiphany, and innovation. So somebody's getting woken up. Someone that may have not been willing to see things before now is starting to see things, and Spirit just drew me to this cat. And look at how this cat's eyes are glowing. That's what Spirit led me to. It's like somebody's eyes all of a sudden are like awakened, and they're seeing things for what they are, whereas before they weren't. They were seeing things, but they weren't glowing. So it wasn't like, it's like they were seeing things, they saw you, but they didn't see you. And now it's like they see you. But they're having an epiphany. Innovation, so it's like creative. I just heard the word creative. And so it's like the person is creatively thinking about how it is that they can come forward, but they have been inspired, which has caused this epiphany, this aha moment. Let's keep going. Number 2 also I was getting drawn to on this card, and 2 is like dual, 2 people. This is after the number 1. Number 44 also. Look up angel number 44, but it's resurrection. Reprise, recovery, comeback. So this is somebody that has, and look, okay, there's more. There's actually 4 cats here, but originally I was drawn to the 2 and didn't even notice the other 2 until after the first 2. But it's, so you could have family or friends that need to possibly help in this situation, or that are helping or going to help in this situation. Also, it's 2, it's that dual Those two cats are together. These are kind of in the background. So leaving behind some past behavior and now going towards this this union, reconciliation. But it's something that resurrection, think about it, it's like something that was dead, something that was gone, something that was dormant that's now rising and resurrecting. So something that you thought was lost is not going to be lost after all. Recovery though, so there could be addiction of some sort that's involved in this as well. But look at this sun in the background. There's like something bright's coming. This epiphany. I love spirit. This epiphany is like this sun in the background, is this aha moment that something is being shown, like they're shining their light on something that now has caused this epiphany. But this person's being inspired, and now they're wanting to come forward to communicate. Something's being resurrected. Somebody's recovering. Something is recovering. This relationship could be recovering. The monster within, internal struggle, personal challenges, wanting to improve. So somebody, your divine counterpart, whoever ran, whoever's not awoke, has not awoke. That is a word, right? But whoever has not awakened to this journey quite yet is having this internal struggle, because now they're being enlightened, and whereas they might have been blocking something before, now it's like they can't really shut it out anymore, and now they're having this internal struggle because something now has to be resurrected, something now has to be healed. You know, if there's change involved here, somebody's wanting to improve, that means that something about them needs to change, right? Personal challenges. So it's, when you think of personal challenges, those are our own challenges. That's what we kind of, you know, keep ourselves bound and trapped by. And it's like this person now is struggling, having to, the monster within, it's like having to unleash the lion. The strength card from this tarot deck just came to mind, actually. And I did a reading the other day about, and I can't remember which sign it's for, I'm sorry. But it was the let me just get it. I gotta find it, sorry. This, because Spirit has got it in my head and I'm not gonna be able to get it out of my head. I could have just probably shuffled and it might have just popped out, but I didn't do that. So, but it's specific to this card, how it's drawn, because not all tarot cards are drawn, the art's not all the same. Watch, it's gonna be at the very top. Shut the front door if it is. Close. This is what Spirit has in my head. But look at how she's taming the beast. So it's like you've been an inspiration to this person. They see your gentleness, which is drawing something out of them. They somehow, maybe it's your healing, moving forward, deciding to leave what doesn't serve you behind, that now is forcing them to, when you work on yourself and just focus on yourself, if that is a twin flame, it like forces your person to act differently than they did before. It makes them, this beast, come out inside of them where they have to speak their truth. They can't keep it bottled in. But what they need to know is that they don't have to do it alone. They have Spirit, and they also have you to help get them through it. But this internal struggle, this is what I was seeing. So see this wolf and how he's calm, but that's not what Spirit was showing me. Spirit was showing me, no, this one, like, so on the exterior, your divine counterpart looks like everything's fine, but inside, this is what they feel like. Wanting to talk, wanting to speak, wanting to change, the internal struggle, personal challenges, having to let whatever has been bottled up, having to let it out, and trying so hard to still look like this, but this is how they feel inside. And there's only, okay, Spirit just showed me a bottle of like champagne, and when somebody shakes it up, and all of a sudden the lid just goes, and it's like you can only keep things bottled up for so long until it just is like an explosion of emotion and energy. And that's what's gonna happen. That's what's happening, or it's gonna happen. Tsunami, that just came to my mind too. So I did a reading previously about a tsunami, and that's what Spirit was showing me, like a wave of emotion. And that was for the water signs reading, and that I posted yesterday. So what it is that Spirit is, okay, they just showed me something else. So let me get this first comment out if I can. So this tsunami, this wave of emotion. So right now this person's feeling like this, and if they come forward and they just talk and open their mouth and, you know, speak their truths and stop denying and blocking the connection, then it will be more of a flow of emotion. Either way, there's going to be emotion involved, but emotion is healthy. Even sad and frustrating and anger and all that, it can actually be healthy because it helps you release the things that you've had bottled up. And this is right now, it's the point of being able to handle things in more of a calm way versus handling things in a way that's like a tsunami. A wave versus a tsunami, that's the difference. It's a big difference. So if they come forward and talk about things now, it's less likely that things are going to be as crazy, as detached, as okay, I just got okay, I just have to figure out how to word this. So say that this person decides to not come forward, and so you trying to take care of yourself, wanting to heal yourself, and you just, you know, depending on how much time it's been, you're like, look, you know, I still have a mission. Just because we're twins doesn't necessarily mean that we'll be together. So if they deny the connection and don't want to do the work or to be able to have that awakening, to be on a higher vibration, and you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to move forward anyway, you know, sending you love and light, but you know, I'm not going to let you keep me bound anymore or stuck. You know, I'm going to heal and I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to still have love in my life and be happy. And this is them realizing that you're a missed opportunity, wanting you, but at that point, maybe not being able to have you because you've moved on. It took too long. And so, and just didn't want to do the work, you know, and when you do want to do the work and you do want to heal and you get to a higher vibration, you just can't be around this lower vibration stuff. Like, it's almost impossible for you to not move on because you're just not on that same level, you know. And not saying it's a bad level, we're not putting anybody down here, but what we're saying is that it is a different level, and it's more of a spiritual level. And if somebody is not saying they have to be all spiritual and they have to now learn how to read tarot and all these other things, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you know, acknowledging the connection, and there's still a purpose, a higher purpose for you and your divine counterpart to reach people all over the world, or to be able to raise the vibration of others around you. And it depends on what your mission is, to whether, you know, it's something that's more locally, or if it's something that is more broad, you know, if it's something that you guys do in a church together and help that, or if it's something that you guys get on or write a book and that's sold all over the world and helps people. Like, everybody has their own journey, their own purpose, I believe. And then, oh, hello, Jackson. Sorry, one of my kitties is right there behind us. He's my old kitty. I don't even know how old he is now, like 14. But he just keeps on keeping on. He's my bud. Anyway, that distracted me when I saw his little head in the background. But if they decide that they're not going to be part of the mission, you know, if they're just going to do whatever they want to do and just continue to ignore their intuition and continue to ignore the signs that Spirit's showing them. So I promise, if you're getting signs, they're getting signs. Now, whether or not they choose to acknowledge them or recognize them, that's a different thing. But you're not going to be able to keep your vibration low. You know what I mean? Like you're going to have to just keep moving on, because now you've been awakened to who you are, and you are not going to be able to deny that. And if you move forward and say they decide to take their sweet time, if ever, and come forward and you've moved on, I mean, if they don't come forward, then, you know, another soulmate or life partner will be aligned for you. And then that's them like, oh my gosh, I could have had this, and instead I blocked it. And now look, I waited too long, you know? And it's your decision at that point if you decide to uproot your world because they, you know, didn't get on that train. So that's the struggle within right now, is like them recognizing that if I don't come forward, then either way, they feel a shift in energy. That's what I just felt like Spirit was like a shift. So maybe you were chasing them before and now you're not anymore. And now they're feeling that loss. They're feeling that shift in energy, and they're wanting to improve, but wanting to do it and actually doing it is two completely different things. And now it's like time for action. And that's what they're recognizing. They're enlightened, epiphany. And resurrection. Wanting recovery, wanting a comeback, wanting reconciliation, but wanting and doing and going after it is completely different. And this is where courage is. They have to be strong. They have to be courageous. They have to, you know, yeah, if they say all of a sudden they're like, and I can just give you an example. I mean, thankfully, my family and my friends are fantastic, but there are some people that believe that, you know, tarot is not good. And I think it just, for me, before I separated from my twin in November, and we had a very crazy connection, and the circumstances just didn't align, unfortunately. And you know, he has things that he has to take care of, and that triggered a massive, a very dark night of the soul. So been there, done that, could write the book on it. Maybe I will one day. And then also this spiritual awakening, and I've always had these gifts, these spiritual gifts, you know, but not at the level, at the intensity of that I did when I went through that awakening. And oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. So I've completely gotten sidetracked of what I was saying, because, okay, I just have to, whatever I was saying, you guys, I'm sorry. I was saying something about me and my twin, I don't know. But I just looked down, and then I got completely distracted to talk about something else. I looked down, and the way that this card was blocked, and now I have no idea what the heck I was just saying, but the way that this card was blocked, and sorry, the lawn guys are outside. Like, sure, let's, you know, haven't done anything with the lawn all day, but I get on a video and it's like, you know what, I think we're gonna go mow Brooke's lawn, like right in this very moment. So bear with the noise. They're literally right outside my window. But anyway, so this card was like this. And when I looked down, what Spirit showed me, can you guys see? Sorry, there's a glare. What Spirit showed me was tears. It was like a flood of emotions. I saw these as tears, as water. And that's why I completely got so sidetracked, whatever the heck I was just telling you guys. Maybe Spirit didn't want me talking about my journey right now in this video, which could very well be the case. But I tend to get sidetracked anyway sometimes. But so this is somebody crying within. This is somebody in pain, an illusion, living in illusion, crying and sad. And maybe if it's not like crying, it's the emotions within, but it's like flood of emotions. If this was tears, those are some pretty big windows. This is not small tears. This isn't drops. This is flood of emotion. But it's because somebody's living in illusion. That moon was, I was just drawn to that too. I was just drawn to that. So somebody is sad within because they're living a lie and they're trying to act like everything's fine, but it's not. I wish I could remember what I was telling you guys about my journey, but Spirit stopped that and just had me looking at these cards instead. So now we're already at 21 minutes. Please stick with me, you guys, because I definitely feel Spirit is becoming very strong right now. And I don't want to lose you guys. Keep going with me. And I'm telling myself, because the other day I think I had said I was going to do these and I got all the way to 30 minutes and I was afraid that I was keeping you guys too long, and so I didn't actually read the messages. So I want to make sure that I get to these message cards today for you. So we're just going to go on. Messages, please. Angel, spirit guides. Seasonal harvest. So it's taken time for this to grow. It's taken time for this epiphany and this realization that your divine counterparts are having to come to harvest. If you think about, okay, Spirit just showed me a farmer planting corn, and it was somebody planting a seed, like opening up the ground, putting the seeds in, having to come back and then okay, so Spirit just said, and covering it up. So someone has had a seed planted in their heart and they are trying to cover it up. Okay, now Spirit just showed me water. So the watering can. So now someone who has had this seed in them covered up, that now it's being watered. So they're being inspired, they're being enlightened, their eyes are opening. Remember those glowing cat eyes? And now it's that the water is coming in, and even that flood of emotions that I saw in those window panes is now watering the seeds within to where it's going to bust out and have to grow out of the ground. So if you think about when you plant a seed, which I don't know, because I have a brown thumb, I kill plants. I do. I actually have pots outside with fake plants in them, so that way, and they look real, so I don't kill them. So that being said, anyway, little tidbit about me, no green thumb. However, I want one, but I'm doing the plants a favor by buying fake ones, just so you know. But you know, when somebody waters the ground and waters the seed, the corn can't stay stuck, even if it's mud. Like Spirit just showed me mud, and then the mud still dries and cracks, and the seed's still going to come through. It's still going to grow. Can't deny it. This person cannot deny this connection. I just heard cannot deny it. But it's time to reap the rewards. It's time to have this harvest. And we're in fall. Fall is important. So something could be happening right now in fall. But it's time. And then look at this. Sorry, Spirit just showed me. See this little witch that she's like tending to the garden? So I think you've been showing this person a lot of attention, and that you've shown this person how much you care. You've tried to water this relationship. You've tried to nurture it. And now it's like Spirit saying you just got to let it grow. You know, you can't You don't want to overwater something because it could kill it, right? You don't want to underwater it. And Spirit's like, you've done well. You've done well. Now just let it grow. Don't force it. I just heard don't force it. This person has to realize these things on their own. And either way, you're moving forward and you're taking care of yourself. You're learning self-love. You're, doing healing work. What's this one? Affirmation for healing the heart. What did I just say? Can I make this stuff up? Affirmation for healing the heart. I just said you are healing. And then boom, card says healing. So if that's not confirmation that Spirit's using me as a channel to talk to you guys, I don't really know what is, because you just can't make it up. There's all these cards here. I just said healing. So see these two people together? So your divine counterpart is needing to nurture this relationship now. You have been nurturing it. And now Spirit's saying you need to focus on yourself. You need to love yourself. And now your divine counterpart needs to learn to love themselves and to be able to come forward to provide you the love and the affection and the nurturing that you need in order for this to work moving forward. And in the meantime, look at this dog. So maybe some of you have pets that you can, think about the things that love you, the people that love you. And whether your divine counterpart admits it or not, and they love you, if they're not telling you, then your energy needs to be focused on the people that show you affection. Don't become so obsessed with your divine counterpart and having to have your twin that you forget about the people and the animals and things and yourself that can show yourself love and the love that you deserve. And this isn't saying that your divine counterpart isn't coming around. They very well may. Maybe tomorrow, maybe longer than that. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's divine counterpart is different. Whoa. They might be falling apart because cards just want to go whoosh. Prayers and wishes. Spirit hears you. And they know. See how this person's like looking down the well and like making a wish? Spirit's heard you. They've heard your wishes. This is them saying, we hear you and we see you. We know you've had a hard time. We know you've been sad. We know what all you've poured into this relationship and this connection. And now it's time for you to have fun. Focus on yourself, but just trust that Spirit is going to answer your prayers and answer your wishes. And sometimes it's not necessarily in the way that we think that it's going to be answered. Sometimes it is. But Spirit's saying to be open to the blessings that they send to you and not to have this, keep your connection with Spirit also, okay? Continue to invite your spirit guides into your life and part of your day, and protect yourself too. I just heard that. So make sure you're protecting yourself in a bubble of white light so that no negativity can come near you. But it's like, focusing on yourself and continue pouring into yourself and just let go of expectation, let go of, and that is so hard, trust me, preaching to the choir on that one. But learning now to let go, and it's very freeing, just so you know. Doesn't not mean it's not sad. I love my twin, and however, if I'm not part of the journey that he's decided to take right now, then I love him unconditionally, but I'm not going to let it hold me back anymore. And that's what Spirit says, is go forward. Either way, you're going to have a great future because we've heard you and you've been loyal. You've been loyal. And they see that, and you're going to be blessed for that. Follow your dreams. Don't let anybody hold you back. You see, that's That's just this one little witch and his broom about to get on there. Harry Potter just came in my mind when he got that that like sports broom, and it was like everybody's like, whoa, that's awesome. Like, you're about to set the world on fire. Not literally, but you now accepting yourself, accepting the situation for whatever it is, releasing expectation, and, you know, taking care of yourself. This is him getting on his broom and just flying into the future. You know, you can leave a door open if you choose for your twin to walk through, but you're not waiting there. He's, you know, this guy is not like sitting around in front of the window and like, well, you coming? No, it's this guy's following his dreams and saying, hey, love you, but I gotta go out this window because, you know, I'm not gonna let anybody or anything hold me back anymore from what my destiny is. These stars just show, look at, okay, sorry, Spirit's showing me a couple things. So these stars, so this is like you and your divine counterpart, and then it's heaven looking over you. But what's meant to be is going to be. And then look at this. This is like your ancestors, is what Spirit showed me. Smiling at you, seeing you and seeing your progress. And this is like your ancestors in heaven looking at you with love, and they're so proud of you for all the work that you've been doing, for being loyal, for being loving, giving, for allowing yourself to open up to the messages that they have, and for trying to follow your dreams, even though it's been hard and a long road, it's been tough. But look, you're like shining, and they're so proud of you. I felt like I was supposed to tell you that. They're so proud of you. And this isn't just ancestors necessarily that you know. This is all of your ancestors, even those that you don't know, but they know you and they watch over you. I'm being led to this angel messages deck, and then I'm putting these right in front of me so I don't forget to give you some messages from your counterpart. Okay? Stick with me. I know it's getting long. I'm trying for it not to, but this is really good messages, you guys. Angel, spirit guides, please give me messages for this twin flame collective. What do they need to know? Don't hate, meditate. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. This is having quiet time, going within. And I actually, before I had this awakening, I never did meditate, but I kept like, so as I was learning to read the cards and everything over this past year, and it's so much fun because I can just see me growing, you know, and I'm proud of myself, not in a like, oh, you know, a vain kind of way. It's just seeing growth and knowing where I was this time last year, like the beginning of November. That's when I was separated from my twin, and the person that I am now, and even he could attest to this, the person that I am now and the person I was then, and even the months after, it's just completely different. It's amazing to, once you start just trying to release pain and learn how to love yourself, like how much you can grow. And you need to give yourself props for that, because that is hard. And if anyone understands, I understand. And that's why I'm so grateful that Spirit has led me to learn this and to be able to have this channel and reach people. And, you know, whether I have one person that watches me or a million, it doesn't matter. What matters is how many people are going to get helped based on the pain that I had to go through and the loss and the sadness. But now I've been able to learn and can hopefully, you know, guide other people. Even, like I said, even if it's just one, I can guide other people to healing. And, you know, the way that I was able to connect with Spirit, and what I had to learn was how to be quiet and how to be still and educate myself on how to help my gifts. That's what I was saying earlier. Sorry. And is that I always had these gifts. Like one time I bought new beach cups for my new beach house, and that was like 3 weeks before I found out I was getting transferred to the beach for work. and that was before this whole awakening and before I met my twin and everything. But so I've always kind of had, but it didn't happen like all the time. But I was like, oh well, that's a coincidence, you know, never a coincidence. But then all of a sudden my gifts like exploded, and I started learning like after, you know, I loved him and lost him. So I'm actually grateful for him because it's because of him and for having him and learning about this connection, and you know, that I was able to find myself and able to, and that's how you know too that it's a true twin journey is, you know, do you grow? Do they cause you to learn new things? Does a separation from them, you know, the healing and everything that you go through, does it take you to another level, to usually spiritually? You know, that's some of the way you can kind of tell if somebody is, you know, toxic, a karmic partner. Is it just a lesson you learn, or did it really like set you off into another level? There's other ways too, but that's one of the ways I know who he is and who he was to me, is because I am now so different and so much just better, and learning how to be whole and how not to have somebody to fulfill me anymore. Yeah, but do I want that? Absolutely. Who doesn't? But I don't have to have. He doesn't make me whole. I make me whole. I love myself now, and I'm learning to more every day. And it's, you know, a work in progress every day. But I don't need anyone now to complete me. And that's what you need to know also. And that's what Spirit's saying, to spend time with them so that you can grow and you can work on your spiritual gifts and the purpose that they have for you. And the less you think about your counterpart, the more likely they're going to come towards you. So if you want to be with your twin, if you want reconciliation, let it go. And it's hard. I'm just now getting to that point, and every day it's a struggle, you know, so I get it. But I understand now. Spirit showed me that you have to love yourself, and no matter what happens, you are never alone. You connect with Spirit, and you learn how to fulfill yourself through self-love. And thanking Spirit. Thank Spirit all the time that you are never alone. Ask them every day. I say, Spirit, please help me focus on the things that I need to focus on and nothing else. I release anything toxic. I don't want to think about anything toxic today. Anything that's not meant for me, that's not for my highest good. I don't want it. And you just keep speaking it, you know, and until you get to a point to where you're like, wow, I didn't even, like, I think about my twin all the time, but it's like, wow, I wasn't sad today. Or, wow, I didn't look at a tarot video today. You know what I mean? And you know, there is balance with that too, because I did get a bit obsessed there for a while. I was like, I just wanted answers. And you will get answers because, of course, Spirit uses us as a channel to be able to give messages to you. But make sure that there's balance, okay? And that you're watching tarot and everything in a healthy way. And if people, and also be careful who you're watching, because, you know, people that are, and almost all that I've seen are very genuine, you know, but sometimes you can tell, especially you just use your intuition. You'll just know intuitively if you connect with someone or not. But making sure you're that you're careful about what you're listening to and who you're listening to. And remember, all messages, it's a collective that we do readings for. So if something doesn't happen, don't get yourself down. Just chalk it up to, well, maybe that wasn't meant for me at this time, and I want what's meant for me right now. And if that wasn't it, then fine. It wasn't supposed to be, you know, but making sure that you're doing things that are healthiest for you and at a level that they're healthy for you. This card just came out. It was Earth Angel. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me to be more like you. Unconditional love. That's what this is. So even if your divine counterpart has hurt you, loving them still. If your divine counterpart doesn't wake up and doesn't acknowledge the connection and stays with their karmic partner or whatever, or, you know, only focus on materialistic things or being just consumed with work, that they refuse to acknowledge the connection, whatever it is, being okay with that and accepting it for what it is and being willing to thank heaven for the lessons, and being okay with moving forward. And you can't force anybody to make whatever decisions that they make, right? You can only control what you can control, and that's you and your thoughts. So make sure that no matter the outcome, that you have love in your heart, because the world needs your love and the world needs your light. And you, now that you're awakened, you have to be able to keep your spirits high, you know, because the world need you keeping your vibration up is what helps. As the collective, we're here to help others. It's not about us. One of the benefits of being able to reconnect with your twin is this amazing chemistry, this amazing connection. But the purpose of it is not to be back with our twin. The purpose of us going through these experiences is to be able to help other people in the world by raising our vibration, by being happy, by learning self-love and teaching others how to love themselves too. That's how you are more like heaven, you know? Not judging. So, now that we're getting up to 41 minutes now, so sorry, let's get some messages from your divine counterpart to you. Messages, please, for this collective. Messages, please, for this collective. Ooh, that one flew out. I choose you. You're the one for me. So they know who you are. They want to be with you. They just have to find the courage to come forward and to release the things that no longer serve them. Messages, please, for the Twin Flame Collective. I'm so close, you don't even know it. They're making decisions. Messages, please, for this Twin Flame Collective. That one flew out. I promise to always love and protect you. So, and I can feel the sadness with this card because you haven't felt loved, you haven't felt protected. But when they come forward, they will make it up to you, I guess. That's what I'm sensing. I love you. I just heard I love you. Come home, baby. So maybe somebody, you know, this is definitely you could have walked away because they weren't awakening to the connection and they're wanting you back. But this doesn't mean chase them. I can't fight this feeling anymore. So remember that lion within, and now all of that tsunami, it's like this flood of emotions as you walk away and you take care of yourself, and they think, oh my gosh, have I lost this connection? That it's making them not be able to hold themselves back anymore. They don't want to lose the connection. I just heard again, you don't have to do anything. I just heard that. I heard that in another reading. It was like a couple of readings ago. And like twice, Spirit was like, you don't have to do anything. Messages, please, for this Twin Flame Collective. My soul is bound to your soul. This is a connection it cannot be denied. You can't deny it. They can try to pretend like you're not there. They can try to act like, you know, they don't feel it, but they feel it. They do. It's just a lot of times, especially as Divine Feminine, we awake to the connection. Not necessarily sooner, but we are more open with our emotions and we'll say it. I just saw 4411 on the timer. So look up for, and I said earlier, I think the number 44. Look that up. Angel number, Twin Flame number 44, and also 11. It says, have faith. We planned this before we were born. This is a past life connection. And they know, like, this is planned. There's destiny. Look away, I'm about to make a move. So this is, you know, not being able to stay bottled up. And usually I don't take cards that didn't come out of the deck, just so you know. But when Spirit flat out showed me this in regards to comparing it to this other, in a different deck. It was the vampire deck. But they showed it to me so clearly, I just had to get it out of that deck and show it to you. Because they're not going to be able to continue to pretend. Or they risk losing you. And that's something that they're obviously not willing to do. Clear your energy. So this is about meditating. This is you guys making sure that you are meditating, okay? Taking care of yourself. You're the reason for my happiness right now. So if they're not happy, if they're in a situation right now, they're not happy. Remember that wolf? It was somebody that's pretending to be okay on the outside, but on the inside, they felt like this. You could communicate telepathically. Clear your energy. I just heard like, it was like two people whispering. It was like, and I could see the breath coming from between their lips, but it wasn't in this dimension. It was like a higher dimension, like higher selves communicating with each other telepathically. Sometimes I have a hard time describing what it is the Spirit shows me. I don't feel like I'm done with this deck. See? Divine timing is working for us. Trust. Your divine counterpart is waking up. They are going to come forward. They don't want to lose you. But you have to clear your energy. You cannot chase them. You have to take care of yourself and be willing to move forward no matter what. That's what you have to work on. That is your job now. I cannot stand to be apart from you anymore. They don't want to be apart from you. And if you've pulled away your energy, they can tell. They're feeling it. Trust in me. Trust in us. I'm coming back to you. What did I say? Trust. Can't make it up. Spirit knows what cards are going to come out. It's their energy. These are just cards. Words. Ways for me to put to words what it is that Spirit wants to tell you. But the cards aren't doing anything. It's Spirit. It's the energy of the connection that is having these messages come out. Trust in me. Trust in us. I'm coming back to you. Trust. Trust. Any other messages, please, for this Twin Flame Collective? And I really hope you guys are still on here with me. I'm sorry for it taking so long, but I can't stop if I feel like it's not. If it's not time, this is why. I was supposed to get to this card. I'm sorry for what I did to you. They know they caused you 4747. I just saw that. So look that up too. They know they caused you pain. And it hurts them to know what they did. How they did it. Not speaking their truth. Staying stuck. Being with someone that they know wasn't you. Knowing who you are. They're sorry. Even if they haven't spoken it, you need to know for your healing, they are sorry for what they did to you. And you need to love yourself because you deserve happiness. You deserve abundance. You deserve care and affection. And don't be willing to accept anything less. Okay, and so that is the message that I have for you guys. I don't believe I'm being drawn to anything else. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. Please stay on here with me, you guys. It's this Twin Flame Karmic Ties deck. So you guys, they may be in a karmic situation and you might need some clarification about this. So what are the messages that you want to say? What's going on with this divine counterpart that's in this karmic situation? Ladies, man, somebody could have been a player. Maybe they were getting into the situation with you thinking that they were just being a player, not realizing what the connection actually was. Maybe that's why they're sorry. Because they went into it not taking it seriously, only trying to meet their own needs, and then realizing who you are and knowing that they played their divine counterpart. Keep going. Messages, please, from this, for this Twin Flame Collective. Multiple personalities. Look. Twin Flame. Flew out. Also, multiple personalities. So somebody's wearing a mask. Somebody's wearing a mask. They acted to you one way, then they go back to their karmic partner or whatever, and they act a different way. Maybe they act like you don't exist, or that it was just you part of the connection. It wasn't ever them. Living a lie, living an illusion, not seeing things clearly. See how it's kind of foggy? Children affecting connection. So they could have children that either they're afraid to disappoint the kids because maybe the kids don't want them to leave their current person, even if they themselves want to go. Maybe it's financial. I just heard financial. So it could be if somebody has a lot to pay for, maybe they're afraid of risking finances to come forward, but Spirit will, your divine counterpart, your divine connection, you're going to be taken care of. Abundance is not an issue. But that somehow children are involved. Maybe you have children with them, or would have children with them, and they ran. Something flipped. Remember, I said Spirit showed me a bottle like exploding, like a champagne bottle, like a bottle of emotions. I think that was his reading. I mean, it's been 50 minutes now, but and that wasn't my other reading I had, but this is somebody, look, that just came out, bottled emotions. That's what Spirit showed me. That's confirmation of what I saw. Also, validation. Spirit showed me a bottle, like a champagne bottle, and it busting out. This person has kept keeping their emotions bottled up and now is getting to where they can't be quiet anymore. Or they risk losing you. Bottled emotions. They're keeping things hidden because they know who you are. But remember, they're sorry for what they've done. Doesn't necessarily excuse it. They still need to apologize. But it doesn't mean that you're going to keep yourself trapped in sadness or not show love because the world needs your light. No matter what's done to you, you're still going to shine your light. But this person, just so you know, and we're going to end this reading, their emotions are bottled up because of how they treated you. They played you maybe, and then they're like, oh my gosh, this person was my twin, and I Splitsville. I played my twin. Oh my God. What have I done? Now releasing the beast within. And knowing that you are divine and that you provide them love. The only thing that will fulfill them is loving themselves, but knowing who you are. This is just peace. You bring this person peace when they feel like this. Okay? So, that is your reading. Sorry it went so long, but when Spirit talks, we roll with it, right? And I hope you guys have a very happy Halloween. If you are seeing this past Halloween, at least now you know why I'm dressed like this. And I'm going to go enjoy my friends and have a great time at the block party. And I will talk to you guys soon. Sending you so much love and light. Remember to love yourselves. See ya.